Hello, welcome to therapy. This is our second session of the course about getting through grief. In this session, we'll talk about the denial stage. The stages of grieving are cyclical, but denial will always come first. This stage begins very quickly, and the grieving person is straight away immersed in shock. Remember how you heard the bad news? You were most likely thinking, "Oh no, that can't be. Everything will turn out just fine. This is a mistake." At the denial stage, we make bubbles of ourselves that cut us off from the world. It's hard to convince you that something bad has actually happened. You simply don't let this information get through to you. Words of support at this stage will be ineffective. You didn't accept the grief, so you don't need any support. Nevertheless, you still need to have someone close to you nearby. Denial starts with shock and a feeling of unreality of what's happening. Let's call this stage 0. At this point, it's as if your body is under anesthetic. It's like it goes numb. It's only after this that the real denial sets in, when we refuse to accept what's happened. Having a friend or a relative nearby will gradually bring you back to reality. Denial and pushing out undesirable information is a normal psychological response. At this stage, you're trying to prove to yourself and the world that there has been no loss. It will become easier for you if a friend or a relative hears out your arguments without trying to convince you otherwise. You have to realize the fact of the loss yourself. Your friend or relative will help you cope with everyday tasks. Grieving doesn't just affect your emotions, it also affects your physical state. You may feel a lump in your throat or tension in your body, or may lose your appetite altogether. But this is very important. The body needs a lot of strength for grieving. So please make sure to eat at least something and drink enough water to stay hydrated. The denial stage finishes when you start to experience strong negative emotions. You can compare this to waking up after anesthesia. You start to realize that the loss has really taken place, and that's when anger sets in. In the exercise for this session, we'll tell you about a method that will help you reduce the emotional tension. Take your time to complete this exercise in a calm place. There's no rush. See you in the next session.